Welcome to Monday Mojo. This week's quote: I find my greatest pleasure and so my reward in the work that precedes what the world calls success. Thomas A. Edison, 1847 to 1931, scientist, businessman, and one of the most prolific inventors in U.S. history, holding 1,093 U.S. patents. I found it, I really did, the magic pill at long last, the true secret that has transcended time itself, the ultimate elixir, that thing that moves us from rich to poor, weak to strong. Now, it's taken me years of study and understanding, and I'm not sure that I want to share it with you. What if you can't understand it, and therefore you just dismiss it? Or what if it's too simple and you miss the point? What a shame it would be to have finally discovered it, and then to see it rendered useless in the hands of those who might never understand. Perhaps like the first people to walk the earth with sticks and hay, not realizing that together they could create something so powerful that it could turn metals into liquids. But I guess that's exactly what compels me to bring it to you. Perhaps at least in the hands of many, at least a few will finally get it and turn it into magic. Maybe there's a young chemist out there that uses it to finally find a cure for cancer. Perhaps there's a rocket scientist that will use the magic to find life at the outer edges of the galaxy. Or maybe a philosopher who will finally put the information in order to show us exactly why we do what we do. But before the true formula is revealed, let's consider some of the historical clues that have been left upon the trail to show us the way. Which, by the way, makes me realize that perhaps I'm not the true discoverer of the magic pill. Maybe there has always been a secret society that has always existed that kept it locked in secrecy. What if once I reveal it to you, then I'll be inducted into the secret society and I'll get invited to some secret place in the mountains once a year to discuss its ins and outs and how it can be used to rule the world. You see, even though I'll reveal it right here, those in the know will laugh that the secret is still safe. Because really the only way to activate it is to take action. And that, my friends, is the true tripping point. Let's consider all the secrets of time. How about the secret formula for Coca-Cola? Even though it would appear simple and easy to understand, there really has never been anybody that has duplicated it. Enter my mentor, Thomas Edison. You see, Edison clearly knew the secret, as did many of his contemporaries who created amazing wealth and advancement during some of the most difficult economic times. Like many of those giants, Edison often summarized his findings in simple, easy-to-understand quotes. And that's where it hit me like a gold rusher who finally strikes that gold. See, according to Edison, opportunity is often overlooked because it comes dressed in overall and looks like work. Bang! Right in the forehead. There he is, calling us out, challenging us to come and look for the secret. But of course, we'd rather have it delivered to our doorstep. You see, it's just not good enough that the masters of the secret society left all these breadcrumbs to follow. We wanted them to simply gift it to us. Earn it? Are you kidding me? You see, Edison had a crystal ball. He knew where most would trip and fall. But for the hungry, the tease is just the next clue on the path. So I thought to myself, if opportunity is the root of success, then in there must be the formula for the magic pill. So I packed my mental baggage and went for a modern-day trip in search of somebody that had already been inducted into the secret society of magic pillars. I looked at politicians. I rummaged through scientists. I kicked the doors down of professors. But I kept coming back to athletes for some reason. I could almost smell the gold. Who had the most gold? The Olympic Committee. It must be part of the Magic Pill Society because they seem to have a lot of gold to give away. Perhaps the athletes that are invited to the games are those among us that are on the right path. Success does, in fact, leave clues after all. So I pushed on and searched the podium for more evidence. I looked in the eyes of the gold medalists and almost detected a smirk. Sure, there was relief, as oftentimes they cried, but maybe that was just a sign of relief that they had indeed seen the Holy Grail and were overwhelmed by the capture of the magic pill. I wanted it even more. Then suddenly, it was revealed to me. There it was, hanging right around the neck of Michael Phelps, the record-breaking swimmer. It was not at all in the number of golds he had won, rather simply in the one most highly contested race of the Olympiad. You know the one, where he seemed to be losing the race, when in an instant he seemed to draw on the strength of the magic pill and win by what seemed to be a nanosecond. But how? People were stunned. Swimming experts were miffed. He actually won by breaking all the rules. Instead of reaching for the wall, he short-stroked. Now, I'm not even really sure why you're not supposed to do that, but he did, and still went that way. So there it is. The magic pill really is tiny distinctions. What, you ask? Is that it? You're darn right it is. You see, Michael Phelps had been swimming most of his life. He had not only put in the hours, but he had also been faced with so many variations and failures that his onboard computer had simply stored more information than his competitors. So that in a fraction of time, or literally the blink of an eye, he drew upon the power of tiny distinctions to reach the pinnacle. Do you feel duped? Are you let down that it could be that straightforward? Well, that proves the point why the secret society of the magic pill only attracts the minority. It's found in the farmland, you know, the place where people get up and they go early to work, the time when the competition is sleeping, a moment when nobody else is looking, a nanosecond where everything comes together to reveal a simple grain of wisdom. So really it is simple. It's right there for the taking. But the even simpler question is, will you be willing to put on your own overalls and farm raise your own magic pill? Because that's the only way you'll ever get a key to the secret society. Hey, this is Danny Griffin with another version of freethinkingtools.com with this Monday Mojo reminding you to think and thrive. We'll see you next time. I'm Danny Griffin. Thanks for being here.